Bruce Guitars started in 2012 in Austin, Texas, kind of on the side when I was still working at Collings Guitars. Worked for Allison Guitars and started building some of my own models as just because I needed to build something to express what I want to make as a builder and not as an employee or as an apprentice. Really the best school you could go to was working at Collings. It was really my first real guitar building job, and it was just so many things all at once. Eye-opening to see how these excellent instruments were made from the inside out. So I was a sponge at Collings. What's inspired me to be a luthier is so many things. I always tell people that I kind of was just made to make things, and I would build Legos, build blocks. I'd build tree houses when I got a little older, build skateboard ramps, and I just build things. And I remember in particular, I started playing guitar in 6th grade. I went to a summer camp, and one of the guys there had a canjo, and it was a coffee can with a stick and one string, and he'd pluck this thing, and it really sparked something in me that said, I love playing guitar, I love building things, that's really cool. Bruce Guitars as a small shop has had lots of forms. When I was in Austin, it was just one little room, part of a shared co-op basically. So I built my own little CNC machine. I couldn't buy a really big one, but I could build a small one. And I built lots of tool fixtures and jigs that adapted what I need to do to make the results the high quality that I want them to be, even if I don't have the big dollars and big machines that a big shop has. And you know, you're getting more of my handwork involved in that. So there's a lot to be said about that final hand touch. Not that it's less quality, but it has a human nature to it that's not as robotic and sterile, maybe. I want to connect with the instrument, and if I connect with it, you know, maybe somebody else does. And that's one thing about guitars compared to making other things. They're very personal, and you're holding them like you're shaking hands with it, or you're spending time with it in your arms, and it's personal. And that kind of connection it just makes it really, really fun and fulfilling. I love the craft. I love working with my hands, building and repairing and restoring, but I'm doing it for a living, and I've got a family. I've got my wife and my 4 little girls, and they gotta, you know, we gotta eat, and I gotta pay for their dance lessons and swim team and whatever else they do. And, you know, I'd probably do this even if I didn't get paid, but, you know, you gotta get paid somehow. I really love heritage, even if it's not, you know, my specific dad. It's anybody who went before me, anybody who's taught me anything in life. And I just find a lot of value in heritage. And so I thought Bruce & Sons kind of captures that essence of something that is of heirloom quality, the instruments themselves, but even what's driving the building and repair and restoration, the passion, what's motivating that is what is this going to be like in 50 years or 100 years or more? Is this the kind of work that's lasting? Is it worthwhile? And that's the kind of work I want to do. So I named it Bruce & Sons, and then I had 4 daughters. And I love my daughters, like, I'll tell you that. But I love them. I'm getting emotional now. I would love it if my girls build guitars. Maybe they won't. I don't know. We'll see what they end up liking and to do with their life. It's about heritage and quality and lasting impact on future generations. When you first string up a new guitar for the first time, it's almost not magical, but it feels more than just the material. To me, it's the first spoken word, so to say, that the guitar is producing. You pluck the string and tune it up to pitch, and you strum that first chord and play those first notes. Seeing it finally come to fruition and hearing it speak its first words. When I put a guitar that I've built into somebody's hands for the first time, it's really fun. It's fun to see the spark in their eye when they get to see this guitar that we've kind of dreamed up together. It finally came to be. It's just this time capsule to me of that time in my workshop, this piece of wood, the person that I made it for in our relationship, all those things. A lot of people look at guitars, but a lot of builders will look into guitars. I'm almost looking at it with my hands more than I am with my eyes. Those are all things that go through my head when I hold anybody's guitar, but especially one that I've had so much time and sweat and tears went into this. Some blood, usually some blood.